really, if you don't shift, if you don't convert, or at least consider seriously, it's very difficult to survive. Hello, this is Dr. TJ An. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to convert insurance-based private practice to a hybrid concierge model. First of all, what is hybrid concierge model? This is sort of boutique practice or cash pay patient model, patient pay or cash pay model practice, but blending with insurance-based model. So what does that mean? As you know, if you're a private practice owner, past several years, the reimbursement from insurance plan, they have been steadily decreasing and hurting private practice owners. You feel it, right? Every year, the same procedure, as inflation is going up, the reimbursement has been going down tremendously. And of course, because of inflation, your operating expense, payroll expense, everything else has been going up, but reimbursement. Now, is it only hurting private practice owners? No, not only private practice owners, but also detrimental to the patients. Why? Because patients' insurance premium has been going up every year. So as their deductible, annual deductible, is not uncommon to see $5,000, $10,000 a year, even in-network benefit. And with that co-insurance with 20%, 30%, even if you want to provide the best treatment option to the patient, if they have this type of insurance plan with huge deductible, it's very difficult for patients to accept your treatment solutions as well. Am I making sense, right? So it's actually very difficult for private practice owners to survive with that typical insurance-based model that you've been used to. I don't know if you've been practicing for many years, or you're just out of practice, or you are a resident who's ready to come to the real world. Really, if you don't shift, if you don't convert, or at least consider seriously, it's very difficult to survive. Only practice model currently it may work is through ACO, HMO, or through big hospital, to get volume feed from this big network with current reimbursement. Now, what is the disadvantage of that? Well, your revenue may be okay in that model, but how many patients do you have to see with that type of model, volume-based model, insurance-based model? You're contracted and you have to see just so many patients a week. How can you expect to provide the best quality care to your patients if you have to see 200 to 300 patients a week? Either, again, you have to be employed by a hospital and they have a lot of staff. I know PA, the physician's assistant or nurse practitioner, are taking over lots of doctors' responsibilities just to save money from bleeding that insurance company money or government money or hospital. It's very, very difficult situation. So by incorporating the hybrid concierge model for private practice it just makes sense because now you participate in only certain insurance network plans that are fair. Even if you're in network, again, like I said, patients still have to pay a lot of huge deductible. So it's not, I mean, it's almost about the same in network or out of network. It's a matter of if you can provide the best treatment solutions. I think that's what it matters the most. So you don't get your decision process to choose the proper treatment plan, it doesn't get influenced by what insurance or if that's covered by insurance. So by establishing and building a hybrid concierge model, no longer that's the issue. You can focus on patient's care, you can focus on choosing the right solution per each patient, and you can provide the best possible quality care with time as well. So in my practice right now, I practice a hybrid concierge model. I only participate in only a few, only 2 insurance plans. So it's possible. Then I can see 10 to 12 patients a day, but you can provide the best quality time, undivided attention to your patient, each patient, and you can discuss and you can provide the right treatment for each patient. So that's really why I am encouraging private practice owners to seriously consider a hybrid concierge model. Now, how do you do that? So in next 6 months, I believe this is what you need to invest your time and your resources. Number 1, you need to develop a niche skill set in your specialty. So no matter what specialist you are, there gotta be a niche treatment solutions that you commit time to get better at it, learn more, study more, and invest very strong focus on that a few niche skill set, so you can build authority in that niche solution. I believe that's number 1. And number 2, you need to study and understand the marketing, medical marketing, and then also patient's psychology. Because as a physician, as a surgeon, it's very difficult to understand how patients think in the decision-making process, because most surgeons and physicians are used to diagnose the problem and then provide them and just let the insurance deal with it. That's most doctors that I met in my clients, especially at the beginning. So that's a step 2. You need to learn more psychology and the marketing side of the medical marketing and patient psychology. And number 3, you need to develop the communication skills. Without proper communication skill set, it will be impossible to build concierge or boutique or patient pay model practice, because I'm not talking about teaching you how to sell like in typical sales, but you are providing service. And if your service is the best service you believe, and either patients are in network or out of network or out of cash, they still have to pay. And if you don't know how to close that gap during doctor-patient the consultation phase, there will be no exchange of service, there will be no treatment solutions. Therefore, you won't help your patients. And if you believe in certain services, that niche skill set is great for patients' health and patients' better life, and if you're not able to communicate with your patients properly, I strongly believe you are doing disservice to your patients. So I hope these 3 steps kind of awaken you a little bit if you are thinking about hybrid concierge model. And I'll see you in the next video.